Welcome back to Marta from Sparta, and this episode will be on the positive note. Jacket is still hanging there, let's forget about it. I have a super fun and super quick idea for the back charms, and you can either do sewing by hand or you can use a sewing machine. It's up to you. We will be making super cute little back charms. They are trending right now, and dressing up your purses and bags and backpacks, it's still in trend right now. So we will approach making set of cohesive back charms using bandanas, guys. I have quite a few and I have even more of them. I'm using them occasionally, but not that often. So I came across this fun idea of using bandanas and creating fun coin purses and back charms. So we're gonna choose a few out of the bunch I have over here, and we're gonna make fun back charms. So let's get to it. I got a lot of items which I think they might be useful for this project, and I'm gonna show you them in a minute from other camera. And some of these back charms which we're gonna be making right now, I made a video before about the technique, so I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna explain the whole technique from the beginning, but I'm definitely gonna link the previous videos. So I'm super excited. Let's get to it, guys. Some of the things we will need is obviously bandanas, the most important one. And then we're gonna need some kind of closures which you can use it to attach it to the bag. So I have quite a few options. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use yet. I have some carabiner too. I have a back charm which I might put it apart and use that as well. So I have quite a few of those. I also have those type of attachments, so whatever you can find in the craft store would definitely work. Also, I have earrings hooks, and you will see later in the video why I'm gonna need them for. I need something round, so I took a candle to kind of trace circles because we're gonna be making clips for our sneakers, rose clips, and we made them before. We also gonna need fabric stiffener, and you can go back to my video when I was making purple tie-dye jeans, and I also use this specific fabric stiffener, and I love it. It works like a charm. And you're gonna use a jar with a very tiny opening, and I was very lucky because actually this is the face cream which I ran out this morning, and yesterday when I was preparing for the video I was looking for some kind of a dish which gonna have very small opening for my shoe clip rose, and I couldn't find anything, so I just dropped it last night, and I thought, okay, I will look for something this morning. And I was actually doing my morning skin routine, and I ran out of this face cream, and the opening is perfect. So everything is happening for a reason, and it seems like this video will be way more successful than the jacket. And we're gonna make a coin purse, and I have design for the coin purses which I used last summer, and I really loved her design, and I really loved the idea of how they're gonna close and generally aesthetics of these pouches. And she provides this design in 6 different sizes, so we're gonna make the tiniest one. So we have a lot of to do. Let's start with tracing circles. We need to trace a lot of circles. We're gonna create 2 roses. That's gonna be the clips for our sneakers. So also what I wanted to say, I have quite a few of old bandanas, and I'm seriously they old. So think of the sneakers, think of which sneakers you're gonna use them for, about the color, which color gonna be the best for your sneakers, what you're gonna, I think I'm gonna make them light blue. I'm gonna use those two bandanas because I think the blue gonna go basically with everything. It kind of very neutral, I'm gonna say, color. I would probably want to make them, could make them white, but I also think white is not that visible on the white sneakers if you want to use it on white sneakers, and the blue is kind of like in the middle and it's not gonna look too dirty. So yeah, I'm gonna do roses using blue bandana. So let's start tracing circles and create roses. Alrighty, so I cut all of the pieces. I don't know how many I'm gonna need, so for now I'm just guessing. And we're making 2 roses, 1 for each shoe. So I protected my area. I'm gonna get my jar right now, and I will basically start to, if you guys ever make like a salami roses, this is exactly same concept. We're gonna place the petal, or maybe, I don't actually remember how I did it. I think I sprayed it on the side. I think my sprayer is stuck, so I have to go to the bathroom, unstuck it, because I didn't use it since last video. And I'm gonna see you in a minute. Okay, and I think I made my executive decision, and I decided that I will make one long chain, which gonna be part of my attachment, part of the set for the back charms. So I'm gonna go with color red because I think it's nice pop of color for everything. So I will make the rest of my back charms trying to use only one bandana. And because I have only one red one, I'm going to cut my pouches first, and then if I'm gonna have leftover, I'm gonna do the chain, because chain is not that crucial to me as making a heart charm and a little coin pouch, right? So I will choose the smallest size she offers here, and the first rose is ready. It sits upside down. It came out a little bit bigger than I wanted to, but I think that's fine. I will live with that. Maybe later in the future, if I like this accessory on my sneaker, then I will make like miniature tiny cup size rose with the tweezers, using tweezers. But for now, what we have to do, I need another jar. So because I showed you how to make it, I'm gonna wait until this one dry in order to make the second one, because you really have to keep it in the jar until the rose dries, so you can take it out when everything stiffens and you can flip it upside down and we can do the attachment. So for now I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna show you to make another accessory, and then I'm gonna make another rose, we're gonna make attachments, and we're gonna get it ready for our sneakers. So the next set of cute accessories, which are super easy, we're gonna make this cute tassels. So for that I have to think if I want the tassel to be part of the set for my bag, or I want it to be part of the set for my shoes, or maybe I'm gonna make both, a set of tassels for the bag and set of tassels for the shoes. So let's get started. I will think of that for a minute, and I'm gonna clean up this area for you, and we gonna start making this cute tassel. Okay, in the meantime I decided to, I'm gonna turn the other camera on so you can guys see on the other camera. In meantime I decided to try the rope, and you just make a braid, and then you stick amount of beads which you actually want to stick on it, and you tie the knot, and that's basically it. So braid is pretty straightforward. I don't think we need a tutorial how to make a braid with 3 beads on the bottom, right? So that part will be done. As the pouch goes, I cut out 2 pieces. I just have to make sure that you can guys see it on the other camera as I speak. I cut out 2 pieces, similar pieces to same pieces, I'm sorry, and I ironed them, so everything is nicely ironed, and I chose a zipper for it. So I think I'm gonna stitch everything by my hand. First of all, everything is super tiny, and second of all, I think I'm gonna appreciate this relaxing part of it and just stitch everything. It's very tiny, and I think that's gonna be a good idea. Have this additional level of details by stitching everything by hand. So that's the chose for my miniature pouch, and it's already have liner. So I saw this fun reel somewhere how person deals with a liner if the liner is it's exactly same color as, so they basically cut it the same size, they just fold it half and they just stitch it and they connect everything together. You will see later. And then we're gonna sew these pieces together, the other pieces together, and we'll actually flip it. But that's later. So I wanted to have additional level of details, and I want to add a heart to it. So I'm gonna also, like you see, did I press record here? I didn't. That's amazing. So you couldn't actually see. I also cut out a heart, and I'm gonna show you on the other side. I added interfacing to it, and I cut out like this tiny wings so I can fold it just like that, and I want to attach it to the front of my pouch, and I also will stitch it by hand. And the last but not least, I cut out this heart charm, and I decided to go with one heart like this, and the other side of the heart gonna be the other color of bandana, and or pattern of bandana. And before I'm gonna stitch them together and stuff them with the stuffing, I will attach this handle. And about the handle, I'm not really 100% sure what length I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it longer so it can hang lower, and then I'm gonna attach like one of those carabiners to it. I will think of it, or maybe I'm gonna just do it shorter and I'm gonna attach one of those and the handle gonna go through it. I'm gonna think about it when I'm making the pouch, because pouch will take a minute, so I have still a lot of time to think about everything. So let's get into the pouch. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna make everything by hand. My iron is still hot if I need to iron everything, but I iron everything ahead of time, so it's gonna be nice and beautiful. But I think the first part for the pouch, where is my heart, it would be to stitch this heart to it. Okay, so behind scenes, I was cutting all the pieces and I ironed everything. I made this chain, and I'm not gonna make a tutorial how to make a chain. Basically, you cut 3 same pieces, you make a braid, and I'm sure every girl knows how to make a simple braid. You basically attach three beads on the bottom and on the top, or on the both ends, maybe I'm gonna call it, and you tie the knots so they're not gonna slip, and here you go. braid for, I don't know how much the other one cost, $20. You made it like that in, I don't know, a minute. Okay, lovely bunnies, and that's the day after, and everything is super fun and ready. I attached, I decided to go as far as pouch goes with this type of hoop, and then as far as my heart goes, I chose like this type of heart closure because I'm not sure if you can see, but my train of thoughts was if I will hang it on the long one, this tiny closure attachment to the bag or clasp will still look very pretty as a part of the whole decoration and design. So for example, if I will attach it to the bag and attach my heart to my pouch, this little thing still gonna serve as a nice and cute decoration. Or if I want to, I can attach it only on the small one, but the big one still gonna look like a decoration. That's number one. Yesterday I also came up with the idea, instead of doing that rope, which actually I told you it's not my kind of vibe, but you guys know it's super easy to make, I was thinking about making as additional to the whole set a bow. And what I did, I decided to go with this closure over here, and I'm gonna attach it to the corner of my bow. I'm gonna sew it to the corner of my bow. And my roses are still drying, but I have some I will show you in a minute, bandana left. So I decided to also make two bows for my sneakers, which gonna be sitting on top of my sneakers, and I did like combination of red bandana with a blue bandana, and that was super easy. I just cut a rectangle, I stuff it with the pillow stuffing, and then I put like a tie in the middle. So I'm gonna use probably one of those for my bows, so they're gonna be easier to attach to everything. And I'm just gonna finish this one, and so also with this one, oops, oh my goodness, I did like a tiny loop over here because I was also thinking that it could be fun if I would just like a slide it on a handle of the bag, right, like just on the side of the bag. So if I will attach that part, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to use the slider. So I have to decide if I want to go with this or just keep it like that so I can slide it on the strap of my bag. So this is something which I want to think about, and I still have roses which are drying. And voila, this project was ready. Two bandanas bought in the dollar store, little bit of glue gun, and well, I have to say, like, yeah, you have to spend the money of the clasps, but I had them, so to me it was basically free project because literally everything which I used I already had at home, and I just decided to reuse it. So again, I have tons on tons of bandanas, and just to make a pouch is half of the bandana. Pouch with a lining, guys, so not even that. This pouch has also a lining, it's double, right? So just to make a pouch is half of the bandana, and I still have bandana left for another project. So I hope you like this video. It was something different, and I needed a tiny break from like traditional sewing to get my sewing ego back on again after this jacket situation. And I'm gonna see you next Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode, and have a good day.
And hey, if you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.